So, at this point, I think that if I can focus enough to host, we should probably start.
Yeah, it might be a good idea.
And
I mean, as a host to start us off.
As a host. Well then, welcome to
You've Got Mail.
Do-do-do-do.
You guys missed me, didn't you?
Well,
absolutely.
To be fair, I have talked to you since then, but these guys have not. Before we go any further, welcome to episode 27,
Hello.
Also known as the episode where we're not really sure we have topics.
We're writing this one as we go along.
We've got topics. They may be few in number.
We're flying off the sheets of our plants, or whatever that is.
The sheets of our plants?
I don't know that expression.
Liar, plants for hire.
The sheets of our plants.
I like that one.
Fantastic.
I'm going to use that one now.
Oh, God.
God damn it.
Man, that's just
That
right
was
there.
unintentional.
It's like
All
right
right.
up there with the dad jokes about, really any dad jokes at that point, I guess.
The sheets
He's a
of
real
our-
fart smeller. I mean, smart feller.
Oh, boy. So I guess, do you guys just want to, jump right into now playing, such as it is, which is probably the whole show?
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
What do we
As
want to
is
start
tradition.
with? What do you want to start with? Because
Well,
mostly,
Not me.
well, I mean, technically, most of us have been playing one of two main games, right?
Yeah.
I think that's fairly accurate.
Trials Fusion, right? That's what we've all been playing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, is that the motorcycle one, or like the?
Yeah.
Oh, is that relevant right now? Like, is there like a new game or something that came out?
It was free a couple
I
months ago.
I was like, where did you get that from? I must have missed something.
Downloaded it and started playing. It's actually pretty
nice.
fun to goof around with.
No, I didn't know anybody actually played it out of the group. I did not.
Oh, burn! Damn.
No, well, I guess I can't keep up on everything.
Shouldn't having all these video game times to play stuff just hurts my feelings like that. Is it working, guys?
No,
I don't think so. No.
All right.
Hey, what episode is this, guys?
27.
Oh yeah.
55. Oh, wait, what? Okay. Anyway. So did play a little Trials Fusion for a while there. A little something new. A little something to break up the monotony of all the regular play. So doing that. I'm probably gonna see how things go. I'm in my my mode of I want to finish up what I started with Fortnite, and I'm most of the way through that, just waiting for a couple of weekly challenges to open up to finish that all out of the way. And then really from there, it's just kind of getting prepped for maybe getting back into old Destiny here. I've heard some things.
Scandal.
I did play it a couple weeks ago, back in around 4th of July time frame, whenever I was out of town on vacacion.
Vacacion.
And, our internet at the hotel was not the greatest. So I had to stick to a couple games that would actually load up, and that was one of the ones that would. So, but I'm hearing from a lot of people that it's not what it was before, and they fixed some things, and this is supposed to be whatever. And I'm really hoping that this latest changeover is going to be the Taken King of D2, shall we say?
Oh, nice.
Just because. That's when I came into D1, and that's where everything was all hyped up and fun and good, and all was great. And that's where I got to meet most of you guys, actually.
That's right. The beginning of the era.
Memories. So I'm in hopes that is the case. I'm hoping that all is good, and it will bring us back to life and having good fun times. I do think that the story twist is kind of interesting. and I'm waiting to see if there's a hashtag spoilers in there that somebody who's dead is not really dead.
Oh gosh.
I don't know. They might. I mean, they did come out and say officially, in quotation marks, officially that he is dead. But
he did.
Right. So there's that whole official thing, but then you look at like Banshee 44.
Yeah.
And they said that the 44 was supposed to be the number of times that he had been like rebooted into like a different body or something
but
like that.
I don't think that's the same thing as actually dying. I'm not sure. At least that's... I mean, Bungie's lore is like all over the damn place, so it's kind of hard to...
Yeah, I mean, I thought that was part of the whole thing, like that was, something that was in the storyline, and I was kind of confused. And maybe, like I said, maybe it was just one of those lore videos, or maybe I listened to Bife too much at one point, or something like that. I don't know. But my mind says, all right, they shot him, so they should be able to just go get his body and reboot him into a Cade 7.
Yeah, I think the thing about that, what Bife was saying, is that if they were to do that, but not kill his ghost, then he would be able to come back as like the spirit of Cade 6 would also be able to come back. You know what I mean? But the fact that his ghost and him were killed at the same time, yeah, they can make a Cade 7, but it won't be like the Cade 6's memories. It'll be his personality and him, but he'll be a different kind of, you know what I mean?
I can see that.
But I think they need to bring him back though. That's like the best part of the game, or the best character.
I think that's kind of the thing that concerns me about this direction the story is about to go, is because, like, honestly, he is the thing that was like the fun thing in the game.
That one trailer they showed where it's Savala and like, what's her name? Savala and the Warlock? Ikora. They're talking. I just wanted to punch Savala in the face. It's like, no, Cade can't be gone. He's like the glue that holds all this together. Without him, I just want to like throw things at people.
He's the weird spunky glue that keeps all the crazy. I guess spunky glue probably is not the greatest term to use.
Voice actor. I just got that.
It's very, very sticky and anyway.
Oh no! Now I'm grossed out.
Yeah. I think we're flying too many sheets in their plants right now.
I don't know. These green-colored plants, very sticky. What? Okay, anyway.
God.
It's the ooze.
What is happening right now?
The slips are steppery. Anyway, so...
the show is rated mature. So
yeah, that's true. I mean, our maturity level.
It's not because the people on the show are adults. Before anybody gets any ideas.
Yep. So that's pretty much been what I've been working on, playing around on here. Just those things. Fortnite, I'm pretty happy to be mostly done with everything for the season. But I gotta say that, as much as it's been relatively the same game, the fact of the way that they've been adjusting all of everything, really.
Yeah.
When it started at the beginning of the season, they had this whole like, oh, there's a rocket ship that's taken off, and that rocket ship is then ripping a rift through time and space, and then that opened up a part of the map that had stuff in there, and then as you played further along, these rifts like moved and opened and closed and adjusted, and now you've got spots that completely disappeared in the map and random things that appeared. And then like a week ago, this random, it started doing, these giant purple lightning strikes. And then at one point, like a bunch of lightning struck all at once. And there was this giant purple cube. I was going to ask about the cube. I know that I've been reading about that. Like I've seen headlines. The cube is the big thing right now.
The cube is kind of interesting.
Yeah, if you stand next to it, it regenerates shield. But if you shoot it, it will like attack everything near it and launch people like across the map. So you can actually use that if somebody's trying to hide near it. You can shoot it a bunch of times, and then it'll get all pissed off and launch them across the map.
Oh, like from a distance too? You can snipe it?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And it will launch people far enough off the side of the map that they won't even be able to recover, and it will just like kill them instantly when they hit the ground.
Oh wow!
So like all these events that are triggered, like the whole meteor thing or the cube now, is that like a one-time thing where you had to be online and playing that exact time for it to happen, or does it happen like once per game or something?
Oh no, it's like a steady happening.
Well,
like, I mean,
it'll
happen.
The initial events happen at a specific time, I think. So like the rocket ship taking off, I think you had to be there.
Oh, okay.
But it wasn't like you couldn't be in the middle of a match and see it. It was like an update, and then they had like a visual like story cue for it.
Oh, okay.
So it wasn't like, oh, I'm here in this match at 12:01 in the morning, and oh, look at that rocket. It's not like that, but we'd start some matches and then randomly see or hear a lightning bolt, or a thunderbolt that was somewhere that hit, or you'd see something flash, and then I initially thought it was people taking these rifts, because this season the big change was there are these like little glowy rift things around, and you can run up to them and grab them, and then you'll just fall back out of the sky above it, and it's like you're falling out of the bus. You can parachute back down into the ground again. You can use it to get away from other people, and it corresponded right with the point when they brought out this. And here we go, another terminology: pocket rift. It's a little snow globe thing, and you're basically running around, and if somebody's trying to attack you and you don't have a good form of attack, or you're kind of overrun in a lower spot and some people are going to overtake you, you can actually just shake up this snow globey pocket rift thing, and it will take you and just open up a rift out of nowhere and take all your folks and launch them up into the sky, and you can get away from people.
Oh, it was an item you could use. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Item. So I thought that was that, and apparently it wasn't that. It was actually just lightning hitting all over different spots in the map. So I was like, oh, crap. All right. I guess we're going to do that.
Yeah.
So, but it's cool stuff like that, just random things that keep it fresh and new. And, I mean, even though the game is very, very much the same for a number of times, it's like it has so many different nuances, different little weird things. The thing with the big cube this past week is it started roaming around, and it moved like an inch or 2 inches or something like that on the map, like every other round. And one of the rounds, it like randomly dropped this purple colored imprint on the map, and if you hover over it, everything around it's like low G, so you jump and just float. And so all sorts of fun, crazy like that you just weren't expecting to see. So,
wasn't there a Thanos at some point too?
Yeah,
there was. It was if you roamed around and random loot dropped somewhere on the map, you would get the Infinity Gauntlet. And you would get cool. You'd get 1,000 health and 700 shield or something like that. But you didn't have any like machine guns or anything like that, so you had to get closer to people and attack them that way. But if somebody killed you, then they could pick up the gauntlet and they'd get 1,000 health and whatever. So it was a continually moving.
So that was just like a Marvel thing. It wasn't part of the lore. It wasn't part of that. Okay.
Yeah, it was just a separate.
Just a separate little fun thing. But, so the fact that they've been trying to keep it fresh with all that, it's not all the same, the same stuff.
And they add new modes all the time too. They're always adding different guns and different items and different modes. And if you hadn't guessed, I've been playing this a lot recently too.
They've been doing 50v50 solid gold this time around, which is basically all the weapons, all the epic gold weapons that you could want. Every weapon is a gold weapon, so you get to run through that run.
Yeah, that's kind of entertaining.
And they just had a big tournament, didn't they?
Yeah, the summer skirmish.
It's wrapping up today, I think, or soon. I was watching a few minutes of that earlier.
Yeah. Good times. It's great fun.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much wrapping it up. Like I said, apparently one of the updates in D2 was that now you have these items you have to pick up, kind of like D1, where you had like spin metal and whatever that you had to collect to upgrade your weapons. So apparently they went back to that.
Yeah, which you always had that, but it turned into a thing at the beginning of D2 where it just got turned in for rep instead of like with whoever the person was on that planet.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Right. So now, instead of that, you actually use them to do your infusing and upgrades and all that stuff.
Okay, so we got a reason to go back and farm that
farm
stuff.
some of that stuff, yeah.
Does it make public events and all that stuff relevant again, too?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep, yeah, you definitely are getting rewards
Dan's feeling the
those
itch.
things in the chest.
I'm just curious, because that was always fun, but then I feel like we kind of, you outgrew them quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whenever D2 first started and it was just public event heavy and that's how you got all your gear.
And then everyone stopped doing them as quickly as they geared up. That was the only downside, that they should have gated it a different way. But now if you get rewards that kind of keep you, if they make it rewarding enough to go back and do them, then people will kind of flock back, I guess. So.
Well, they did the master build weapons now, so instead of every weapon being the same, which kind of took away the grind of you wanting to have a weapon that had a value to it, and what a lot of people for instance, as much time as a lot of people played with the trying to get the black spindle and stuff like that earlier in D1, a bunch of weapons like that had interesting rolls on them, or the many times as we went on to raids and whatever and tried to go through that just so we could get this weapon with this roll and this cool thing that not everybody the same has. They've kind of went back to trying to do that to make people have a reason to go back in the match, not just, oh, hey, well, I got this weapon. I don't need to do this anymore because I got it.
Yeah.
So, and I think that's also heavily influenced the people trying to get back in here to play around with it too. So, kind of playing and all that stuff around. And I know I kind of talked in circles back and forth between a couple of games, but Fortnite, good stuff. Random things happening on the map, making things awesome. D2, kind of going back the way of D1 for a bit. Seems to be pretty good so far. There we go. Who's next? All of the WoW.
All of the WoW.
Do you guys want me to pretty much
bridge the gap?
It sounds like you just volunteered.
Okay, I can do that.
It sounds like a Jen. Go ahead, Jen.
I have also been playing Fortnite. I succumbed to the peer pressure and ended up buying the season pass.
AKA,
awesome.
Jen was upset because we were getting rewards and she wasn't. And we had all these cool things that we were supposed to do every week, these cool challenges. She's like, I don't get it. I don't see what you guys are doing. And she's like, fine, I'll buy it.
Oh,
that is not exactly how that went down.
Those are the exact
little
words.
broader.
That's exactly how that went down.
That's pretty much how it happened. Just
come
exactly.
on, Jen. Everybody's doing it.
Yeah, all the cool kids are doing it. First hit's free.
Peer pressure.
Yeah,
ended up with
it's free to play, so that's how they get you.
It is.
That reminds me of this show. I don't know. You guys are big on the Netflix, aren't you?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. So with my side hobby of magic, you guys have to go on Netflix and watch Magic for Humans.
Oh my gosh, the guy who pretended to be invisible. That was. Yes. I was laughing so freaking hard. That was so amazing.
No, but the first episode, my favorite speech part of it so far was he's like, everything to me is like crack. It's like Candy Crush, Instagram, crack.
Touche.
So anyway, all right. So I'll let you get back to it. It just whenever you said that, it reminded me of him saying that, and I was just like, "This is funny. This is how this is going to go."
Now the whole train of thought is gone. But
so we're back to regular episodes.
Yep. That's all.
Derailed.
That's his.
Welcome to episode 27, everybody.
Yeah. So Fortnite, I've been playing quite a bit of that, and
spending those real boy bucks too.
Spending the real boy dollars. Doing better than I would have expected challenge wise. I'll let Josh say it in his most patronizing of tones and how I'm actually doing a lot better.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Yeah.
No, so I will paraphrase this by saying whenever we first started playing this game, Jen was, there are people shooting, I'm going to run and hide.
Which is effective as far as living longer. I'm just going to say.
Leaving your partners out to dry.
It's not my fault that you guys are like, let's stand here and get shot at.
No, we weren't saying let's stand here and get shot at. We were like, these people are shooting at us. We should attack them.
Yeah. Let's stand here and get shot.
And then...
But anyway, yes.
Anyway.
I'm actually doing a lot better.
Yes, you are. See? We've forced Jen into modes where she has to do things.
I have to do shooty things.
Yeah, she has to do shooty things. And with that, there's a lot of different challenges in there that are, hey, go do this thing and kill this many people.
Horrible.
Which is not standard Gen attack mode. Standard Gen attack mode is, I'm going to hide in this bush and wait for you guys to shoot everything.
That's because I'm not very good at it.
Well, there's one way to get good. Noob.
Oh. Dick.
Oh, God.
Anyway, but Jen is doing a lot better with all that. She will actually go in and attack people, and she's working on getting them killing skills, so all is good.
Is she still banned from playing ranked matches in Rocket League with you?
To the question, I was totally going to go there too.
We have not played Rocket League for quite a while. We have an uneasy truce here with Rocket League. I don't.
You have a tenuous agreement.
A tenuous agreement.
Yeah, all of our, as much as before we used to play a lot of Rocket League and spend that time, what was our Rocket League before is kind of all adjusted into all of our Fortnite time. And so there has not been much Rocket Leaguing, although I think that may be something we'll get ready to start back up here soon too.
They just dropped the update where it changed how the experience and stuff works. I don't have a clue how it works now. I think it's similar to Fortnite actually.
Yeah, I know that they did the Rocket Pass.
Yeah.
Rocket Pass.
I think that does work similarly to the Fortnite Battle Pass, where you still get rewards either way, but if you buy the season pass thing, you get more.
Correct.
Yeah. So anyway, lots of Fortnite. And to my secret shame, I have dipped my toe back into Destiny 2.
Cool. How are you liking it?
I feel like I have no idea what's going on. I don't.
How many laps did you do at the tower? How many times did you jump up and down? I only asked because the last time I turned it on, I was like to try to give it another try. I was like, oh, cool, let's give this a shot. Okay, no idea what I'm doing. Let's just jump around a little bit. Okay, let's go this way. All right, that way. Okay, I'm done. All right, take it easy, guys.
Okay, all right. Let me take a look at my Postmaster. Wow, I have no idea what any of this stuff is.
Yeah,
okay.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's pretty much.
That looks kind of colorful and cool.
New shaders.
Yeah. My big moment was when I remembered that you can put shaders on weapons. I had this like, oh my god, that's so cool! I forgot about this. So I sat in my menu.
That Chatterwhite in there.
Oh, fuck that.
Getting that Chatterwhite.
Chatterwhite is no, no. That's not pink, purple, or shiny. I can't.
What was the one that we had in here that I was pretty sure was just Gen Color Forever?
It's probably the same one as it always was. I'd have to look, and I may or may not be in the middle of something right now.
We'll figure it out. Spoilers for we'll keep this one for next week. We'll let you guys in on the.
It's the pink and purple one. Yeah, there's two of them actually, in particular that are very me. And
it's gotta be me.
Yeah, I just can't remember off the top of my head what they're called. But anyway, yes, Destiny 2. It is the same and yet different. Like
Nebula Rose.
Yes.
There you go. That was it.
That's one of them, and then I don't remember the other one.
Something Arctic.
No, it's purple. It's
Yeah, it's the Arctic one that has like purple peacocky color.
Chatterwhite?
One. It's not. God, what is it with you guys and Chatterwhite?
It is
We'll talk
so
about
fucking-
that shortly.
Yes.
Good God. You guys. But right now I'm still just trying to get back in and figure out what's going on. I started on the Osiris story, which I know everyone pretty much shat all over. So I'm waiting to see the point at which it becomes stupid. Right now it's not so bad. Like, it's kind of okay. I don't know. Must go south somewhere.
Yeah, I have to say that, they did a good job trying to keep up with the story and stuff around. And I almost think that if D1 would have had the storytelling that D2 has, that there wouldn't have been a vanilla Destiny issue first time around. So at least they're putting some story fun stuff in there for a little bit. But, we'll see where it goes. The new drop is, as of recording time right now, tomorrow. For the release, and that's supposed to be when everyone's favorite character goes bye-bye. So we'll see how it works out.
How's your sister?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk about a way to
Oh, not mic drop.
somebody out. Hey.
Right? But yeah, I'm not entirely unhappy with it right now. I have not yet pulled the trigger on the new expansion. I figure I probably will. I don't know. I just haven't done it yet.
Once you get in here, that Carlos is going to start playing again, and then you're going to have like the return of like Dominatrix Gen.
Yeah, I was going to say the
Oh
mistress.
my god!
Being captains.
Oh my god! The mistress! The mistress must return!
Oh god.
Well, that's done it.
Well, see, the thing is, I really want to go back just to be able to play with you guys, and because I miss the mechanics, I miss the gunplay. I know it was monotonous for a while, and it's fun to shit on Destiny now, but shit, it's Destiny, it's kind of
right. And
it's kind of like crack.
I'm going to say this in a way that is going to probably not be favorable to me, and I shouldn't say it, but it feels good. Like, to get back in and play this game, it feels good. It feels so right.
Yeah, and it probably is like riding a bike. It just takes a few days, and then you're back to the...
It was really strange the first time I fired it back up and got into a mission. I was like, oh, this just looks weird. What is going on right now?
Yeah. The drama with, I was sure I wasn't going to get it and that I would just hold off until Anthem. But now with all the drama that's been going down with this, it's like, I don't know why I'm holding off.
Well, maybe we can talk about that at some point because I'm not sure. I kind of haven't really...
Are any of you guys following it, like excited for it or looking forward to it at all?
No, there were a lot of people that seemed like they were hyped up for it, like it was going to be the next Destiny, and after D2 kind of had its stumble blocks here, that there were people that were saying that was going to be the next big thing. But outside of that, I haven't heard too much. So, please fill me in.
Well, that was the whole selling point, was it would be what Destiny should have always been, and the big pull was that it was a BioWare game. So, all these different, Knights of the Old Republic, Mass Effect, all these different BioWare games that have such a big fan base and are so popular for their stories and their, choose your own adventure aspect of it. So basically, PAX West just finished up, and the consensus of it all was that it's not a BioWare game anymore, or it won't feel like it. Everyone's kind of disappointed. You won't have options to really develop your character. There's no choose your adventure feel anymore. All the big story moments happen in the main base camps. It's not like out while you're doing things or while you're doing missions. And so while everything is nice and it looks amazing and the gameplay looks fun, it's the kind of meat and bones of what was selling it for everybody is kind of not there. It was a big bait and switch. So it's a little disappointing. We'll have to see. This is still the alphas and betas haven't even been released yet, so we really have no idea. But
so that doesn't scare me off of it. I know you're the BioWare RPG fan. I'm okay with them, but if it's the MMO element of it and the loot grinding and all that is there, that's what I'm more
that's
personally.
True.
So I'm Like, we'll see what happens.
You can't romance anybody, man.
Yeah, I saw something
romance.
where the NPCs aren't going to be like, I don't remember what it said exactly, but it sounded way less story or something than it seemed like it was originally going to be. I don't know.
Well, it's just at the beginning they were selling it so hard, like, hey, BioWare is making the game that you want. Like, this is BioWare. This is the studio that's going to take the reins of Destiny and all this IPs, and we're going to make what you guys want. And then, hey, a couple of months before release, we're kind of doing our own thing now. It's like Dan says, true though. We had expectations, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be bad.
Mm-hmm. That's true. It may not be. I just need to see.
Yeah, I need to see more of it. Yeah,
like
same.
They've said so very little about
that is true
about it at all. Like basically what I know is that it's in space and there's some kind of
there's a suit
thing. Yeah, like like that's what I know.
There is a class of suit that has giant laser beams that you can shoot.
It's a very BioWare style suit.
We do know that I like lasers. That is
lasers.
My fucking laser beams.
The game that I had absolutely no idea about and am totally like on board with now is Cyberpunk 2077.
Oh, really? I thought you were. I'm surprised that you're into it because you sounded very.
Oh yeah, I was like, I didn't even like, had no intention of looking it up or even. I was like, nah, this is not at all what I'm. This is not my kind of game. But damn, gameplay, the voice acting, everything is like. It's like a Witcher with. I mean, I don't know. Everything's a Witcher clone or a Dark Souls clone or whatever. But
well, that is Project Red, so it's they made The Witcher.
Oh yeah,
I guess they were allowed to clone
shit.
Their own.
Fair enough.
They're in their own territory.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's good to that's the gold standard. Really. Witcher 3 was so amazing, but no, it really feels like it feels like a Witcher 3 though. What's that?
I bought the complete edition for that and still haven't started it specifically because of all of you referencing how much it's basically just crack, and that's all.
It's really.
Dude, I was like, Jen, what are you talking about? Like, this game can't. I tried it. The combat's so weird. Like, I played like 10 minutes of it. I couldn't do it. I returned it, and then the complete edition came out and it was on sale, and they were like, "Get it." It's like, fine, I'll give it a shot again. And then I was gone for like 2 weeks.
Yep,
like disappeared. You should do it, Josh. It's worth it, man. It's something you need to experience.
The story is just fantastic. Everything about it is great. It consumed a few months for me too.
There's lots of boobies.
Got that. What is it? Everybody's all hyped up about that hot tub Gerald D.
I mean,
wait, what?
There's no D.
Yeah, there's no D, but.
Whoa, this went over my head. What's going on? What's the D?
I think there was a random post or something somewhere that was like the Geralt character in a hot tub, something like that. It was
the game
ladies.
Yeah, starts off with that, but yeah, there's
nothing Geralt
graphic there. Yeah, not of him anyway.
Gerald, who's Geraldine?
Oh my gosh, Ben!
I'm sorry. I heard Geraldine.
You know what? This makes the whole thing worth it. Like the fact that.
See?
Oh gosh.
Get Geraldine in the hot tub.
So if I could just kind of circle us back around, use a corporate buzzword that I love so much. What was I even talking about? Destiny 2. Yes, probably.
Okay, is that what we were on? Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, it is what we were talking about. I will probably end up buying the expansion. I probably will. I mean, let's just be honest. I probably will.
So what's the price to get back in then?
So $40 gets you Forsaken. And then the annual pass stuff doesn't start until winter of this year. And that's another $35. If you buy them both together, it's $70. And I'm like, that's a whole...
you save $5?
Yeah.
Damn.
$5 whole, you guys.
That's good. That's a freaking meal at Taco Bell or McFlurry or something. That's good.
It's your $5 meal deal.
Yeah.
$5 box.
You get a great game and feel good about it.
Sounds completely horrible. In a $5 box.
Oh my god.
Bravo,
okay.
Geraldine.
Moving right along. Other than those two games, pretty much Hollow Knight and World of Warcraft. So I don't know if you guys want to start on World of Warcraft now, or Dan, do you want to talk about your stuff, or Ben, have you been playing anything other than World of Warcraft?
Negative.
Okay. I didn't want to cut you off, but I didn't think you had been playing.
Oh, I just wanted to mention Cyberpunk 2077 and Anthem, just so that we could. Those are the big things that happened in my week, I guess, and kind of the big news in games, etc. But yeah, that's it for me.
I've heard about, but not watched anything on the Cyberpunk thing. So
what's that, man?
I said I've heard a little bit about, but haven't watched anything on the Cyberpunk.
Oh yeah, they have IGN had some of those like playthroughs. They had like a 40-minute gameplay, and like a 5-minute introduction to character customization and stuff. It's definitely worth it, at least for the character customization. It's only like 5 minutes long, but it's so good. Like, it feels so polished and so familiar that it's just not even released yet. It feels really good. So I'm excited for it.
So is that one of those moments where Jen would spend the 40 minutes on character customization? Is that...
Oh, I think probably closer to 2 hours.
Oh yeah, I'm probably going to re-roll my character a couple times. So
I'll re-roll. I thought you said Rick-roll your character. I was like, what?
Never going to give it up. Never going to let it down.
Yeah. So, Dan, tell us about your recent purchase today, or yesterday.
Or the day before that.
Or the day before that,
and then how you wiped it, and then
exactly had to kind of return it and rebuy it and all that. But yes, I finally bought a Switch.
Dun, dun, dun.
I saved up my big boy money, put it aside, and finally got everything to get started. So I'm a masochist because I've just added to the backlog with some really good games too. But I'm having a lot of fun with it so far.
Yeah.
I'm ready for your questions.
Tell us what games you started with.
I got Breath of the Wild and the game that sold me on the console, Octopath Traveler.
And?
Did we lose somebody again?
Yes, I heard a DC again.
Yeah, it was Josh.
That was me this time. Everything got choppy again. What the heck's going on with our connection tonight?
And lost my train of thought too. But yeah, Octopath Traveler is just everything I want it to be. It's I think it's the first time in a long time that I had a smiling ear to ear as I fired it up. But yeah, I'm enjoying the hell out of it. I'm maybe 3.5 hours in now, and like just still finding like the making my party and finding the other travelers, and like I just love the combat and everything about it, the look, the feel. It's hitting every mark.
It's hitting that cheese spot.
Yes, it is hitting the cheese spot.
That's awesome, dude. I'm glad. I'm excited for you guys. Now, have Jen, have you or Buddy beaten the game yet, or are you still kind of in the? I can't remember.
I beaten it.
I think I might be ahead of her now.
Yeah, he probably is.
Oh, I thought you were pretty deep into the gameplay.
No, I played that 3-ish hours for the demo, and then I haven't really. When it came out, something else got purchased at the same time, and that was Hollow Knight. So. And then, we had WoW and everything. Like, there's only one me, and I just don't have that much attention span anymore. So no, I have not played any further.
I know that you'll dig it once you find the time for it. If us being Final Fantasy VI fans and pretty much that whole golden era of RPGs is just enough of the old and the new.
Yeah,
to give that nostalgia trip, but have a lot of modern twists to the combat and everything. I'm really, 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 really liking it.
Yeah, I knew from the demo that that I would like it. Like, it's not that's not a question. It has nothing to do with not liking it as to why I haven't played it that much. But I knew that you would like it.
Oh, okay.
No, I didn't say that. I literally just said that's not the case.
And
then you don't like it either?
No,
oh my goodness.
Josh, do you like it?
I don't have a Switch.
It like it?
I don't have a Switch.
Hey, were you were a big Mario Party / Super Smash person, right? With N64.
Yeah.
Do you see yourself maybe purchasing a Switch in the future?
I don't know. Maybe. I mean, I kind of wanted to play the Breath of the Wild thing for a bit there. Whenever Smash comes out, I'm sure that will be fun. But kind of the last two things I've got have been in that kind of the realm. So whenever I bought the Wii, I literally, like, Smash was what I wanted to buy the Wii for.
Right.
And there really wasn't a whole lot of other draw. I mean, I guess Twilight Princess, things like that. I mean, Super Mario Galaxy was fun. But outside of those couple of items, Smash, Zelda.
Well, I know you're a Pokemon fan, right?
No,
I'm just kidding.
I mean, it's whatever.
No, I feel you. I know Nintendo's got that lock on with Smash and Zelda and Mario. It's like the trifecta there. And I'm sure other games, but like it's the console sellers.
Yeah, it was interesting to see that they kind of tried to do the story mode thing with the what the heck was the name of the thing in on the Wii where they tried to do a story mode?
Oh, for Smash?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember what it was called. I played it quite a bit though. Was that Brawl? Because Brawl is the one that I had. Yeah.
Oh, I never played Brawl. I didn't realize it had a story thing now.
Yeah, it's like an adventure mode thing.
Mm-hmm. Oh wow.
Yeah, you like there's a map line that you follow from node to node doing different quests, and I use that term loosely. I played that quite a bit.
Well, exciting, Dan.
Yeah, I'm happy with my purchase. I can see myself enjoying it on lunch hours at work and all that. I'm digging it. I haven't spent enough time with Breath of the Wild just yet, but that one's given off a good first impression too.
Mm-hmm. I can't wait for you to get farther into it.
Mm-hmm. I can't wait to hear it's going to be Game of the Year for you.
Maybe it will, and that's okay.
And it might be Octopath too.
Yeah, like
that's true.
Yeah,
that's okay. Not everybody has to like the same things.
Yeah.
Well, did Breath of the Wild win the Game of the Year when it came out?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, cool. So then maybe I'll take it as if you say that it was justified as winning Game of the Year. Because Octopath really probably is Game of the Year for this year, maybe. It's just done so well, right? Like ridiculous.
Yeah, I think Square had to apologize twice in Japan for running out, like for not printing enough.
Oh God! Physical copies?
Yeah, physical copies. They made it, they sold out, and then they made a second batch, and they sold out just as quick.
Holy crap! That's a lot of video games.
It's a hit. Yeah. I think they said the last article I saw, it sold 1 million copies, and considering there's only 20 million Switches out there, that means that 120 owners picked it up within the first 2 months.
Damn.
So I guess, a pleasant surprise.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So yeah, I've got that in Hollow Knight to look forward to as well. I just barely scratched the surface on that one. I know I'm going to love it. It's just a matter of, trying not to balance 3 games at once, because I've been playing a little bit of Zelda, a little bit of Octopath, but that one's definitely on the to-do list as well.
Right on.
Because I like me a good Metroidvania.
Mm.
It's a very pretty game.
Now, what is this World of Warcraft you guys keep talking about?
Some little game that has been around for a year or two.
You actually had a recent update, right? That was pretty successful, I think.
May or may not be playing it right now. Ben.
I'm AFK right now, by the way. God.
What you guys doing? Anything fun?
World quests and getting through story quests I didn't finish.
I did that for like hours today. We should probably just go ahead and say it's World of Warcraft, because I'm sure that nobody figured that out immediately. which we've all been playing, and apparently neither of you are going to talk about. So
You're the host. I went for you to go with it.
You're the host with the most.
Well, how are you guys enjoying it as
you've been talking
as newcomers to like the first time that you start an expansion on day one? How are you guys enjoying it? What's been your experience? You know, like because I've been around for this for a long time. Like I'm curious to hear your impressions as new expansion players.
Go for it, Jen.
Oh my God, Ben. I don't know. I don't know what to say.
Well, I mean, for me personally, it's been a little mind blowing, I guess you could say. Just how I know I've said this probably in multiple episodes now. WoW for me has always been like something I've loved, but I never ever had that social aspect of it. So therefore, I never really was able to get into the late game, to get really into the meat of what the expansion was supposed to be about. I came in during Burning Crusade. I played a little bit during Vanilla, but I had nobody to play with. But Burning Crusade was where I finally started to do dungeons and stuff. But they didn't even have the
matchmaking then, yeah.
Exactly, the matchmaking, LFR, and all this crap, and So I mean, yeah. I enjoyed the story, and I wasn't even big on the lore, but I just enjoyed leveling up. I enjoyed being part of this giant world with a whole bunch of other people, and But now it's Battle for Azeroth. It's this perfected formula. It's just a great time to come back to the game, and now that we're part of your guild and have a nice group of a pool of people to play with, you can really just immerse yourself fully, and that's what I'm doing. We're doing Mythic. We did a Mythic dungeon for the first time ever yesterday, and
which you guys were great in.
Yeah,
it was really exciting.
I wish Josh was there so he could cheer us on.
I'm there in spirit.
Thanks, man.
But yeah, every once in a while, I'm like doing something else, like laundry or whatever, and I just kind of look up to the left. And say,
2 fingers to the chest, up to the sky. Oh god, that's so
right.
They must be in the middle of the heavy battle right now. My heart is so heavy with.
I will lend them my energy, spirit bomb. But yeah, I mean,
let's not settle for the horde.
Oh man. But yeah, I mean, I'm incredibly pleased. I mean, very pleased, and I'm this is just the beginning of the expansion. The raid hasn't come out yet, and I'm sure there's going to be a whole bunch of 8.1s and 8.2s and all that. So
8.1,
we'll see what happens.
Isn't that tomorrow?
I don't know if the raid actually makes a change to the new number or not. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either.
I'm not sure either.
I just know that the raid is tomorrow, so that's big news.
That's
for
exciting.
People. Yeah. I will say, for me, I actually came into Legion at a very similar kind of time frame. Like it was right before the new expansion came out, so it was kind of like a dip in everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was in a guild, but they had their own thing going, and I didn't really.
What were their names?
I mean, you guys know.
Tell me their names.
Their zip codes and everything.
You guys know me, right? I'm afraid of people.
Mm-hmm.
So, you have to drag me kicking and screaming into new people situations. So, I didn't have anybody to drag me kicking or screaming into new people situations back then. So, there was a guild and I was a part of it, but I don't think I was really a part of it. Which is not anybody's fault but my own. However, it's, was what it was. So it's a little different now. This is the first time I've done anything resembling endgame content. I spent most of my time before leveling because I started from the very beginning and leveled a hunter all the way through, as I mentioned before. And that's pretty much what I did. That's all I did.
Right.
And then I started a demon hunter when Legion came out, but that's when it all kind of fizzled a little bit for me. And it's a lot different being in an active guild situation.
No, definitely. We've got a nice little a group of people that seem to kind of reflect our own silly values.
Yes,
nice.
And they've put up with my little brother-ism.
They've embraced the brother.
Embrace the brother. No bueno.
How about champion?
As Dan watches me, little brother all over everything.
The time you fell off the ship and just got stuck in the water and then fell right back off it again was just absolutely glorious.
What?
in Drustvar, when you head over there for the world, like when you come back from the Horde side and go over there to get up to the flight path, you've got to circle around the ship and climb up the mast.
Oh, yeah.
Jen was just failing at every turn that she could. I was like, oh, she'll be fine. Oh,
it's that second little staircase that probably...
Yes. No, and the first one too, but...
Oh, dear God.
Shut up. I tried really hard. I'm stairs impaired.
I had to mute myself at one point to catch my breath. I was wheezing so hard, but...
Oh, jeez.
And then there was another point that same night where we were trying to do a world quest, and it was involving another boat. And I walked up and I couldn't figure out how to get on the boat. And then once I got on the boat, I accidentally got off the boat.
I had already finished the quest by that point. I go back to where it is and like, oh, so you're done too, Jen? She's like, no, I'm like, so what are you doing? She's like, I'm still figuring this out right now. Like, you just have to click the boat and then you just do it. She had swam out and then come back.
Like, I didn't see the boat because it didn't highlight it for me right away. And I was like, oh, that boat. Okay, so there's that boat. And then they only gave me one button to use once I was on the boat. And as it turns off, that button was to get off the boat. So...
Did you at least sing I'm on a boat whenever you were there?
I never thought I'd be on a boat. It turns out I'm not on a boat. Let me get back on the boat. Yes, so I promise I'm not actually that bad. I just seem to be that bad. I'm not bad. I'm just drawn that way.
Go home, Jen. You're drunk.
I mean, you might think that. It's not generally true, but you might think it.
So what about you, Dan? How's that expansion treating you?
I'm having fun with it. I find that the rep grinding is a bit tedious, but I mean, they've kind of got to give us something to do until the raids start showing up. Now with, the raid happening and Mythic Plus opening tomorrow, that's going to give all kinds of endgame stuff to do on top of what we've started off with. And I mean, it's fun. Like for me, it not only is the expansion fresh, but I changed characters too. So it's like a breath of fresh air on that front as well. It's playing with you guys.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So yeah, it's the first time I switched characters since I, really started playing seriously in Wrath of the Lich King.
Your poor Death Knight, man.
Yeah, I've totally put him aside for now, but not regretting it. I'm having fun with this, and it's different.
Excellent.
But the dungeons I've done so far, I think I've gone through all except the mythic only ones. Like they're great. I'm looking forward to doing harder versions of them because the mechanics are interesting. It's like the design wise, it feels like mechanics are important again, and interrupting and CC and all that stuff is like which it wasn't for a long time. So it's a good way for you guys to learn, before raiding as well, to play, the way you need to in a raid as well, to be aware of what's happening, not just face rolling through and ignoring everything like a lot of people tend to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's fun. It's fun to play with you guys too. I never thought this would happen, and here we are, raiding next week.
I never thought it would happen either, man.
Yeah. So it's a hit.
Yeah. I still like my healing, even though there's it's stressful. I'll say it like that.
Yeah, you're playing one of the most stressful roles, especially early on in an expansion when, the healing gets easier as your gear gets better.
Yeah.
And you're starting off with, the worst that you can get right now going into dungeons and stuff like that. So you picked a brave time to start healing.
I mean, I'd rather do that though, honestly.
Yeah. Well, you learn how to do it right.
Yeah. All I know is there's that one fight in that one dungeon where everything poops poison everywhere.
Oh yeah.
And that is the worst fight ever.
You got through it.
Somehow.
Uh-oh. Oh crap. Sorry. Penny's mad at me again.
Uh-oh.
It's Penny.
She's okay now.
For those wondering, Penny is Ben's Roomba.
Oh man, we should totally make up a character for Penny. Like, obviously Ben has some kind of
Next time I can't make it to the show, guys.
we've got Penny. Beep 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 beep.
I do not agree.
What do you think, Penny? Beep 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 beep.
I'm sorry, guys. Ben can't join the show right now.
But in his place this week, we have Penny.
We have Penny.
Yeah.
I'm like, Penny? Do you have Ben tied up in a back room somewhere? Like, the beeping sounds kind of threatening tonight, not gonna lie.
I don't like your tone. It's up an octave.
I'm a little concerned. Somebody go message Ben.
Send out a message and you just get beeps back.
Beep, 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 beep.
Just written out.
1011000.
Oh.
Ben is dead. You're next.
Oh, dear.
Oh dear.
Oh, dear.
Oh,
Hello, Dave.
Oh, my gosh. Josh just did a ho dear for you. Dan. He
Oh my
doesn't
God.
even, he knows
doesn't
less
even know
about
it.
what that is than I do. And he just did a ho dear.
You're going to have to try it with us sometime, Josh.
maybe one of these days, you
You
know.
really should.
We got Jake and Buddy in here, too, with us. Well,
And you
Buddy's
gotta-
been MIA, but for other reasons. But
Been playing Fortnite.
Well, yeah, but not entirely by choice.
You know.
Anyway.
yeah.
Yeah, but you've
Needs a
got...
backiotomy. That doesn't need a backiotomy.
Do we have anything else to say?
Uh,
Is there anything we need to talk about?
About the games we're playing.
I mean, I already did that. Dan,
any other big gaming news you guys have heard about?
Nothing comes to mind for me.
Red Dead 2 in a month.
Oh yeah.
I do think it's interesting that rumor going around the playground is that Battlefield moved their release date because they didn't want to be button heads
Yep.
with Red Dead.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. I mean,
Yeah.
that's a good call. It's smart.
And I have a feeling, though, depending on how far they push it out, they still might be running into... Yeah.
It's prairie dogging, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. Listening to the video from that young dude talking about Battlefield, like, they've made some questionable choices.
Sounds like an Asian rapper.
He's
Young,
he's
yeah.
Asian. He is Asian.
Uh oh.
I don't know if he raps,
Apologizing to all our Asian listeners.
but he is literally Asian. And his name is
Racist,
literally
Jen.
Young.
I'm so sorry for that, guys. Jen is really sorry for that. He is
Oh my
literally
God.
Asian.
I just can't control racist outbursts.
Oh my god!
Can you say his name again for us, please?
I don't know if I want to. I'm not sure what just happened.
I think Penny's even mad. She's screaming from the other room now.
Beep 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 beep.
So insensitive. I mean, Penny's Asian, too.
Oh yeah, she was made in China, so
Oh my god!
Wouldn't it be bad if that dude was like behind the keyboard, just like giving Penny instructions to wait until he's asleep, and then tape the steak knife to the top of yourself,
oh my gosh, that'd be horrifying.
and make a noise in the kitchen so he thinks there's someone breaking in, and then run as fast as you can at his ankles.
And when he trips and falls, he'll land on the steak.
Oh man, that's how it happens. Jeez.
Just randomly see Ben running out, and like his Achilles gets clipped, and he's just like flopping around on the ground like a fish, and just running around and stabbing him.
And then that's when she becomes self-aware and she realizes
Yes.
that she can go. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Yeah, starts modding herself. Beep, beep, motherfucker.
it just starts like vacuuming up all of Ben's blood, and it sentiently becomes Ben.
Oh my god! Oh, that's how it becomes DJ Roomba.
I think we killed someone. Is it Jen?
I'm fine. I'm fine. It's fine.
Well, I think we got everything there.
Guys, next week.
I'm pretty sure we're covered now.
It had everything. It had robots. It had violence and possession.
Racism.
DJs and EDM music.
Thank you for listening. We're not really sure what happened.
But
Well,
we had fun.
If you're still listening now, then you totally understand what happened.
I don't know. I think that's questionable. Do they understand what happened, or did they just hear it happen?
Tell us in the comments down below.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Auto
Follow us on
comment.
Facebook and join our Discord server.
Agreed.
Agreed.
Da-da-da-da. Alrighty
Well,
then.
We'll see you next time, guys. I'm going to leave you with the special sound of our week.
Singing the song of my people.
Take it
We
easy.
did really talk about that, did we?